The City of Waterloo, in cooperation with its many active and inspiring entities, presents Heart for the City, a chance to hear and see what's going on in our city and to meet people who serve you, teach you, entertain you, help you, all neighbors and like you. Make this a city on the move. And now, here's our host, the Honorable Quentin Hart.
It is amazing how great musicians can make even me look like I know what I'm doing. What an honor and a privilege to work with the Waterloo Municipal Band. And if you haven't seen them, then you are truly, truly missing out. And I would like to welcome all of you. My name is Quentin Hart, and I am the proud mayor of Waterloo, and a believer that Waterloo is and continues to be a strong, vibrant, growing, and innovative community, second to none. And the evidence is all around and easy to see. When I stand in the middle of our downtown, south of the river, and I look around, I get real excited to see and feel the vibrant energy and diversity of activity that surrounds me. What is there to see? More than I can list at this time. And sometime a little bit later, I will talk to you about the plays, the museums, the sports, shopping, dining, and even more. But let me just recount a few things that have easily to be spotted. And one is the River Loop Bike Trail, which runs through the heart of the industrial area in Waterloo. It offers trail users a variety of recreational experiences while enjoying spectacular views of the Cedar River. And we are proud that our entire trails run over 16 miles, connecting the downtown areas of Cedar Falls and Waterloo, and 3 major river crossings allow you to shorten the loop to your own preference. Marks Park, which is located next to the amphitheater, offers a splash pad and play structures for kids ages 12 and under. This spray ground offers interactive water features daily to be enjoyed and free of charge. And it's a welcome place for kids on such hot days that we experience, and even in June. But the River Loop Amphitheater also is located adjacent to the Waterloo Center for the Arts along Cedar Street. The steel frame structure along the Cedar River, with its unusual design and fabric cover, sound and lights, offer a unique performance space with spectacular views. And in the amphitheater can hold approximately 600 people in the general seating area, and it can accommodate groups of up to approximately 1,000 people. And if you want more information, contact the Waterloo Center for Arts for details, events, and reservations. But also our River Loop Expo Plaza, which is conveniently located at the corner of Park Avenue and Jefferson Street in downtown Waterloo. With easy points of access and quality of appearance, this space offers endless possibilities for both public and private events. And also be on the lookout for deck hockey, which will be located there. But also remember, you can shop fresh and local at all the new River Loop farmer markets at the expo as well. And those markets are open on Saturdays from 8 o'clock to noon, May through October. You can select from a wide variety of fresh produce and unique products and enjoy free live music, games, crafts for kids, and complimentary fresh hot coffee. Food and beverages are also available for purchase. So this is just a sample of what is going on in Waterloo, south of the river. And there is more on the north side of the river as well. More on that later in the show and future shows as well. But building on the work of people in the past years, we are starting to recognize significant successes. This disappointing bankruptcy of the closed Wonder Bread facility in 2012 is coming alive with a brand new venue, a nearly $6 million preservation project that will almost magically turn around the old building into a renovated brewery, restaurant with an adjoining coffee shop right in the midst of all of downtown activity. Single Speed Brewing will add jobs and bring even more vitality to the area while still embracing the community's rich history. and Single Speed founder David Morgan said that with a little hard work, he plans to bring a new life to Waterloo. And he also says it'll take a little time, but in the end, it's going to give us a product that we feel is going to be superior. And Dave said that more than 50 jobs to Waterloo will be added while growing on their existing successes. So we'll keep you posted on that exciting project and the many happenings that make this such a great place. Day to day, it's a great day to be in Waterloo. Now, where can you experience thrills and still stay cool? Let's see as we take a look at Iowa's largest water park, Lost Island. So get ready to host people of all ages to a thrilling time.
On this week's episode of Travel Waterloo, the staff at Lost Island Water Park put me to work getting ready for opening day.
Right now I'm standing in the wave pool, which will soon be filled with 285,000 gallons of water. Before that happens, there's a lot of work done behind the scenes here at the water park to get the park ready for you.
Lost Island's aquatic director, Matt Neiman, said it's always all hands on deck to get the park ready for the season. So he wasted no time in putting me to work, showing me how much elbow grease it takes to get the park to the pristine state you see on opening day and throughout the season.
So Aaron, we're going to replace this section of roping at the bottom of our Molokini crater. It's going to be about 600 feet of rope.
Whew, dirty.
I cooled down by power washing some chairs.
So all of them get touched up, power washed, cleaned before the season starts.
Not even just touched up, they're all power washed and scrubbed. Every inch of them are scrubbed with SOS pads to make sure that we're getting every bit of grit and grime.
Next, we were off to the slides to do some cleaning and waxing. After all that work, I was ready for a dip in the lazy river, but first I had to clean it.
All right, Aaron, so you got to kick everything off the bottom so it can get sucked into the filter.
Make sure to check out Lost Island Water Park early and often this summer. It opens for the season Friday, June 3rd. And while you're there, make sure to thank the staff for all the hard work they put in during and before the summer season. For more information about the places we saw today, check out our blog at the award-winning TravelWaterloo.com and visit our YouTube channel for past episodes and travel ideas.
Welcome. 17 years ago, Gary and Becky Bertch built a water park named Lost Island Water Park. It is the largest water park in Iowa, and this facility was featured in May in the issue of World Water Park magazine, between photos of water slides in Wuhan, China, and an advertisement for Iran's largest indoor water park. The magazine calls Lost Island a unique world-class experience without ever leaving Iowa. And here to tell us more about the world-class, not to be missed, recreational venue is this general manager, Eric Bertch. How are you?
I'm doing well, Mayor. How are you today?
I am absolutely wonderful. Some great weather lately, huh?
It's been one of the best years that we can remember.
All right, and we definitely hope to continue. But tell us a little bit more about Lost Island.
Well, as you mentioned in the intro, Lost Island has been around for 16 years now.
Wow,
and,
seems like yesterday.
That's what a lot of people say. But we've been a member of the community for 16 years now, providing family entertainment to not only people in the area, but also their surrounding states and sometimes international visitors as well.
And I know we just mentioned a little bit about being featured in a magazine, but are there other recognitions of Lost Island?
Absolutely. Last year, TripAdvisor, which is a travel website, ranked us in their top 10 water parks in the nation. We beat out several other local regional parks like the Noah's Ark Water Park in the Wisconsin Dells. There's Magic Waters in Rockford, Illinois. We were above all of those.
Right, right. It's just amazing because, you know, just having the ability to experience something like this within our own community is such a great opportunity for all of us. But kind of how long have you been involved with Lost Island?
So I've been around since its inception.
So you started when you were about 4 years old? Okay.
Thank you. I don't have any gray hairs yet.
I didn't used to.
Yeah, since it's a family business, we all my parents and my sister and I have been involved in it since its inception, and continue to have our hands in the business because it's a local business. We're not hands off. Everybody
Right.
tries to be involved in the day-to-day operations as well.
And you know, one of the things, we had a conversation about a month or so ago with regards to who's actually working at the water park. Could you tell us a lot of who of your employees are?
Sure. So the majority of our employees come from the local schools, obviously, and it's pretty even mixed between high school and college students. But the local high schools, East, West, and Columbus, are the minority of the students that apply to work, and part of that reason may be because they're looking for full-time employment
Right.
year-round, but people that maybe are only seeking a summer job just don't seem to be as interested in working at our facility, and we would love to offer them the opportunity, but we're not getting any interest from them.
Right. And I think as time goes on over the course of this next year, we've been working with some youth initiatives so that we can help fill some of that gap that you may have as well. And I think about it when I was in 12th grade, 11th grade, you know, a couple years ago, it seems like, I would have loved to had the opportunity to work at a place as such. Your family has done a lot for the community. It is one of the largest attractions that we have in the state of Iowa. So just all around a great place to work, great place to be. So if I can go back in time, I would definitely come on out and participate. But one other question I wanted to ask you, I know over the course of the last 16, 17 years, you've added some new attractions, and every time I used to ride by on the way of Hawkeye or visit, I see new things. In the last couple years, have you added some new attractions? Or
Since 2010, our attendance has sort of plateaued due to regional competition, and also we feel like the local population has maybe kind of gotten tired of visiting, I guess, and so we've done a number of refurbishments and continued to keep the park looking fresh, but until we see an increase in attendance, it's hard for us to justify putting in another major attraction because we're just adding cost without guests to support it.
Right. So you heard it here. We have a jewel in the Cedar Valley, a great place to be, a way to beat the heat, you know, jobs for youth, and all around great attraction to our Cedar Valley. So we're hoping that you take advantage of the Lost Island Water Park. And real quickly, you want to tell us the hours of operation so people can come on out?
So Lost Island is open every day from 10:30 to 6:30, and that'll be the whole summer until the kids go back to school on August 21st this year. And our golf and go-kart facility is open from 2 to 9 p.m. It's a separate admission to use those attractions, but those are also open every day from 2 to 9.
So you said golf and go-kart. So
we also have a zip line.
A zip line? Oh, you have a zip line. Okay. Yeah. We'll have to shoot a scene next time where we can both zip line.
I'd love to do that.
Look forward to it. So, you know, thank you very much, Eric. Thank your family for all that you've done for the Cedar Valley and that you continue to do. And tourism and travel is such a very important part of our community and the state and the county. And in 2014, the last available statistics state that $329 million were spent on tourism in Black Hawk County. And that translates to $14 million in state taxes and more than $4 million in local taxes collected. 1 in every 9 non-farm jobs is a tourism job in Black Hawk County, and each household would pay $1,093 more in taxes without travel-related tax revenue. And that's significant because people are able to get out and visit and see many things that they can do in Waterloo and the surrounding area. And on that note, now that Lost Island is open, let's have a frequent young visitor, Zay, give us a behind-the-scenes tour of the park and his top 3 water slide choices. Just watching is a thrill.
My name is Zay McDonald. I'm on a mission to share why kids like me dig Waterloo, Iowa. Today I'm showing you my top 3 favorite rides at Lost Island Waterpark. Hi, I'm Zay, and the reason why I dig Waterloo is because of Lost Island Waterpark. Now let's go have some fun. I even asked my friend Aaron to join me on my top 3 rides at the water park. And we started with number 3 on my list, Calypso Cascade.
Calypso Cascade is our 5-person family raft ride. It is the ride that anyone can go down.
Number 2 on my list of top rides at Lost Island, YWCA, a hydromagnetic water coaster. I hear it's even on the top 10 water coasters in the world.
It uses linear induction motors to magnetize the boats and throw them up the slide, so it actually will go faster up the slide than it can go down the slide.
Did he say magnetized boats?
It uses linear induction motors to magnetize the boats and throw them.
My number 1 top ride at Lost Island, Lost Soul Falls.
Hey Aaron, I know you're pretty scared of heights. So I remember seeing you on the zip line, but are you willing to go up the 65 feet slide?
I'll give it a try. I'm willing.
Okay.
With an extreme thrill level, Lost Soul Falls is only for kids who want to have some serious fun. That was awesome!
So Zay, what was your favorite thing we did today?
The ride Lost Soul Falls because it pushes you against it and it's so much fun.
For more information about all the awesome things we saw to do here at the Lost Island Water Park, check out our blog at travelwaterloo.com.
Welcome back. If you watch council meetings or see notifications of meetings, transportation, grants, and a host of other things, the name InterCog is frequently mentioned. Just what is InterCog and what does it perform for Waterloo and its citizens? Here to help us to answer a few of those questions, we have Keven Blanshan, Executive Director of the Iowa Northland Regional Council of Government. So welcome, Keven. How are you?
I'm doing very well, Mayor. Thank you for having me.
Haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, not since this morning.
One of the great things about InterCog, we meet all the time to talk about different initiatives that are taking place throughout our community. But since you're here, Keven, can you give us the acronym one more time, and then tell us about what is an InterCog?
Sure. Iowa Northland Regional Council of Governments. We're basically have a 2080 agreement with all our cities. We represent 6 counties and 55 cities. And basically we're just an extension of city and county staff. We do a lot of planning activities. We do housing, transportation, economic development, community planning, environmental planning, just about everything you can think of that a city or county might need. We've been in existence for about 40 years now, or a little over 40 years. And there are actually 18 council of governments across the state of Iowa.
Okay. And so the Council of Governments is like this regional organization that pools resources together for cities and counties in that particular area.
Right. Our 6 counties are Blackhawk, Butler, Buchanan, Chickasaw, Grundy, and Bremer County. And so we work with those groups. We have several different committees. For example, in the metropolitan area, we have the Metropolitan Planning Organization, which really is responsible for programming and allocating and planning transportation funds.
So are you just a resource to the major cities or to the smaller communities as well?
No, we work with small, medium, and large cities throughout our region. We provide technical assistance, grant writing, planning for a lot of our different cities, depending on what their needs are.
Right, right. And when it comes to providing resources, some of our small communities may not have as much staff as some of our larger communities to kind of do road projects, highway projects, or housing projects. How do you play a role within that?
It varies, quite honestly. We're there from the beginning to the end of a project development. We do a lot of the planning for a project. Then once we've identified a project, we'll work with the city on grants, funding. How do we get that project done? Once the project is funded, then we'll help them with administration of that project. A good example for Waterloo, for example, is a lot of the stormwater pump stations that were put in here recently. Mayor, we wrote the grants and administered those projects.
You know, I think our InterCog is such a valuable resource to our overall community, and I've been in meetings where you know, funding opportunities have come through. You even do grant writing in some aspects to help communities as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct. We have done grants. I was looking back for Waterloo since, I believe, 1995 through now. We've written grants that total over $47 million for the city. And then we also do the transportation programming for mostly federal aid projects, Highway 63 being one of them. And in that same time period, we've programmed over $35 million in projects for the city. And trail projects and those types of things.
Okay. I think we stated earlier, I think Waterloo has, or Cedar Valley has 16 miles worth of trails.
Actually,
like that?
Along the river, that'd be about right. The whole metropolitan area, including Evansdale all the way down to Hudson, we have about 110 miles.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a lot of walking and bike riding, huh?
Right. It is. It is. And we did that. That actually started in our office in the mid-'80s, the planning for that system. And so we just continue to work on that today.
That would be a great campaign to do every trail within the city. I wonder how many days that would take me.
It might take months. I mean, for me, it'd take a long time. A good way to get out of the office. So
yes, it is. Yes, it is. Maybe I should hold some meetings there.
There you go.
But you know, just a great resource. And you know, one of the another area that impressed me too is your ability to bring together municipalities, large and small, together.
Yeah.
And we had a meeting today, to talk about the beginnings of finding how we can partner with our local communities to share services and see opportunities to work together more so.
Yeah, that's really what we're about. We're about bringing organizations, people together, facilitating meetings, to have those types of discussions. This morning's meeting, our budgets are all tight, I think it's safe to say. So anywhere we can find efficiencies between the cities, Waterloo, Cedar Falls, or other cities in the metropolitan area, the county, the school systems, Hawkeye Community College, UNI. We're just kind of starting that process.
Yes, we are.
And look forward to what might come out of that. So.
All right, all right. So here you heard it. Keven Blanshan, Director of our InterCog, great resource for the community. All communities, I think he indicated there are 18 across the state of Iowa. So we appreciate their efforts, we appreciate their work, and we'll thank you right now, but we will be right back after this brief announcement.
The program that I'm involved in is PASS. It's a big impact on my life because I have a 4-year-old daughter. When I didn't have like any place to turn to, either YPT or PASS was there for me. I only been here for like a year and a half. And from that year and a half, I'm opened up now, and I know like a lot of different programs I can turn to when I do need help with my 4-year-old daughter. And PASS did a lot on different activities where we can help with our kids. The learning process, like how we interact with our kids, like it can be like sometimes where we have fun day with our kids and just try to see how we can also help them grow. When I bring my daughter, she goes to the child care room. She loves playing with the toys, but mostly she loves trying to help the kids out. If they crying, she'll try to pat them on the back. She'll try to read a book to them. and she just a very sweet girl that loves helping out people. Just like the PATH program didn't exist, along with the YPT, many people wouldn't know where to turn to or get help from.
When I first came, I was on a walker in 2011, and I wasn't able to do very much at home. I was pretty much, I exercised here, and I didn't feel any better after I'd done it for a while. And when I went home, I had to rest afterwards. But now, my strength has improved, my dexterity has improved. I met a lot of new friends. In Silver Sneakers, we began with the warm-up. We go to our resistance band, we use our balls and light weights, and then afterwards we have a cool down. I really enjoy my instructor, Natalie. She's very encouraging. She has helped me with my strength, my dexterity. She has made things very easy for a person of my age. Her exercises are keys to my being able to be more mobile. Her positive attitude has also helped me to feel more positive about things that I thought that I wasn't able to do. When I first came, like I said, I was on a walker, and now and I had to hire people to clean my house, to do my yard work, and now I'm able to clean house, I'm able to mow lawn again, and I haven't done that since years before I came. Coming here has helped my spirit, along with the physical activity.
In the words of David Brayton, former publisher of the Waterloo Cedar Falls Courier, the YWCA has had an amazing impact on our community despite the condition of the facility. A worn and tired building has not stood in the way to help those in need. The work you've accomplished makes one wonder what great things the YWCA could accomplish if they had more space and more efficiency with their facility. The Courier believes it is time to find out. The YWCA of Black Hawk County is dedicated to eliminating racism, empowering women, and promoting peace, justice, freedom, and dignity for all. To update us on the Capital Campaign and to tell us the myriad of community-based activities that occur all the time at the Waterloo YWCA is the Executive Director, Cindy Mohr, and Joy Briscoe, Marketing and Development Director. So welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. I know you all have busy schedules, a lot is going on, many exciting programs, but you joined us today. So Cindy, could you tell us a little bit about the YWCA and the Capital Campaign and the many things taking place?
I'll start with the Capital Campaign. Right now we are just finishing up a challenge grant from the R.J. McElroy Trust, where when we raise $140,000, then we get $140,000, and so we're almost there. We're just dollars away, and so we're looking for people to continue to help us with that. We're also looking to raise about $25,000, which will help us finish off our phase one. So phase one was a $3.1 million project, and it took care of our HVAC issues. It put a new roof in, new LED lighting, a sprinkler system, some security systems, and so all the guts of the building are in place, ready to go. And we'll be starting another campaign soon to raise another $3 million to then start the renovation and also to add a two-story addition on the back so that we create some more program space.
Okay, that's absolutely great. When you think about it, located right in downtown Waterloo, it is a jewel that needs to have more support, and you don't have to say it, I'll say it for you. Make sure you continue to support the YWCA, and if you haven't, take this opportunity to do so, and if you have, do it again. Okay, now.
And following up on that, we need to thank all of the foundations, all of the individuals, all of the businesses that have pledged and given us that first $3 million. We couldn't have done it without them. It solved a lot of major issues that probably would have, at some point in the near future, started to render the building to a point where maybe it couldn't have been brought back. But all those things are in place, and the building is full of people, and it's exciting to be there every single day.
And it has always been a place that's been very open to the community overall. When I coached youth football, we used to have evenings at the Y where we'd have our awards program. We'd bring the young people in. They would be able to just do all of the activities were there. Now, they wore me out overnight, but it's a memory that they will have for their entire lives. So we were always so appreciative of you opening your doors to us as well. But with regards to programming and what you do on a daily basis, can you highlight some of those things for us?
I can. We provide before and after school child care. We're in 13 schools in Waterloo, Cedar Falls, and Hudson. We also provide a summer program, full-day program, and we do that at the YWCA, and we also have a really great partnership with the Waterloo Community Schools, and they give us one, and some years two, elementary schools, and that allows us to take anywhere from 60 to another 120 children. And so that really helps out the families that we serve. We also have a fitness center. We have a swimming pool. We have a gym. We have a cardio and weight room. We do a lot of work with seniors, particularly helping them stay mobile so they can stay in their homes longer, and also a lot of work with individuals who over the years haven't had good insurance coverage, and so we help them get off their diabetes medication or their blood pressure medication, things like that. And a really diverse group of individuals. So we have from 6-month-olds all the way up to 99 and 100. So those two departments or those two programs are fee-based. But we provide financial assistance. We raise money to help families with that. Last year we gave out $140,000 in assistance to families so that they could participate. The last group of services that we have are free to individuals, and I like to refer to them as our social service sort of programming. So we have youth development for middle school age girls, and in fact this summer we started a new program called Summer Girls, and that program is full day, all summer long, and it works on science, technology, math, engineering. It works on career development. It works on character development and prevention, and then we also put some fun in there.
Right. You have to have a little fun.
Just to keep people coming, yes. And we're also starting a program in there. It's called Women Empowering Women, and it's a mentoring program. And we are working with the Women's Center for Change, and we are connecting professional women in the community with women rejoining the community to help them move from just having a job into finding careers that will last a long time. We also do parent education and support. We do self-sufficiency with them, and then we also work with a lot of immigrant and refugee families. Right now we are working a lot with, or continue to work a lot with the Latino population, but also now with the Burmese and with the Congolese that are in town. We have a wonderful individual that teaches that English class. He speaks 4 languages fluently and 3 more enough to teach the class. And so we have seen that class triple in size in the last 9 months. So that's exciting for us. And we are learning just as much from them as they're learning from us. So.
And you know, while you were speaking, and then when I think about the many years, how many years has the YWCA been here?
Since 1911.
1911, wow.
We've been in that building since 1924. We built that building.
Oh my goodness, so 100 years is quickly approaching, huh?
105 for the agency, but 100 years is coming up for the building. Yeah.
So some time for some renovation.
Yeah.
You know, and then this is the part that I was really thinking about. And hearing you describe the services that you offer, is that you work not only to build up people from the inside, you also work to build them up from the outside. So you have the facilities to do track or do swimming and do some of those physical things, but you also work to invest in the lives of people so that you can work on them the inside so that they will be able to be more productive and do all those things as well. So very significant, heartfelt work, no pun intended, but heartfelt work. I want to thank you so much for your sacrifice, a shining jewel that probably doesn't receive all the attention that it should receive, but you are doing things to empower the lives of people, to help them to be successful within our communities, whether you were born within the United States or you came from another place. You're creating and helping people to be even better neighbors. So if people are looking at this and they want to make a substantial contribution, or maybe like a contribution that I'm going to make within the next week or so, how can they do that as well?
That's where I come in at.
Okay.
As the marketing and development director, that's pretty much my role. If you are looking to make a contribution, you can call us at 234-7589, or you can always email me. My email is jbriscoe, Briscoe,
Okay.
at YWCABHC.org.
All right.
Or Cindy's is Mohr, MOHR,
Okay.
at YWCHBHC.org as well. And one thing we want to say about our contributions, any amount given is very appreciated.
Yeah.
And a good point that Cindy always points out when we go out and speak to people is, if you give $20 today and you can afford to do that over a 3-year time frame, our donations for our capital campaign, we can extend them over a 3-year time frame. So we just ask people to consider that as well.
Okay.
And I also need to mention that a big part of our budget every year is also the contributions from individuals, as well as from businesses and corporations.
Right.
And we have been very fortunate to get money from the local foundations in United Way. And I will also add that we work very hard for those. I mean, we make sure that we meet the objectives that we set. We make sure that we're running the programming that we say we're going to run. And that the participants that we have are satisfied and happy about it. So.
Right, all right. Well, thank you very much. One of my favorite quotes comes just a simple phrase, and that is paying it forward. And the YWCA has paid it forward for over 105 years. So it is our duty as a community to get out support financially or however we can to assist them in their efforts, because they're building strong communities. So thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Joy, for taking time to inform us of the Downtown Jewel with so much to offer, the YWCA. And we wish you continued success in the coming years. We hope you're around for the next 105 years. And people, be sure to check out the YWCA, because there's something for everyone, even for you guys. We'll be right back.
I love coming here. There's so much we can do. So many opportunities for the whole family. I can try new things, and I don't have to worry about additional fees. I've got time for me when there's so much for them. Cedar Valley Sportsplex, where active lifestyles take shape.
One of the most easiest questions that I'm asked is, what's going on in Waterloo? Well, one thing that you can always count on is the Sullivan Brother Iowa Veterans Museum honors the service and sacrifices of all Iowa veterans from the Civil War to present. So step in to see stories through traditional exhibits, interactive activities, an electronic wall of honor, and the museum consists of over 35 interactive exhibits, interviews collected via the Voices of Iowa Oral History Project, which totals some 1,500. We also have our 365 and counting Iowans in the Veteran War, a more personal side of the war told through stories of Iowans. But remember, that exhibit ends on July 17th, so don't you miss your opportunity. Also remember that Vietnam-era vets can get in free until the exhibit ends. So there's so much more to see at our Grout Museum, so check us out at groutmuseumdistrict.org. And in our own Waterloo Community Theater, we're launching our 100th season of the renowned musical Singing in the Rain. But this is a toe-tapping, splashy adaptation of the beloved film playing July 8th through the 17th. Oh, and don't forget, on Fridays we have our Friday Lou. But also June 26th, the Bamboozlers, a 5-piece Jimmy Buffett style band from Cedar Rapids. Don't forget also July 10th, the Wicked Andersons of Waterloo. Also, don't forget Barbecue Lou, July 15th through the 16th, to another world-class event of great eating and great blues bands. All of these activities will take place at Lincoln Park, also, which includes Cedar Valley's best food from our local vendors, plus plenty of liquid refreshments. As always, free, always fun, and always Friday. So check it out. There's so much more to do. And just real briefly, I want to say that as a community, as a city, Waterloo is continuing to move forward. One thing that we recently added to our website is called our building community. It's the City of Waterloo Development Updates. Within this brochure, we've included information about how we're developing in specific areas of our community, from Logan Plaza to San Martin to Martin Road. We continue to talk about the positive things that are taking place, the multiple businesses that are choosing to invest in Waterloo. And we can't forget those businesses that are currently in Waterloo that continue to expand and do a great job. So make sure you check out the City of Waterloo Development Update brochure. But in conclusion, I would like you to all remember that Waterloo is and continues to be a great place. There's many passionate people here that are concerned about the direction of our community. And one of the things that I listed in here so people can understand the success that we've had over the last 6 months. Oh, forgot to mention, it has been 191 days being in office, but I'm not counting. But a quote that I have in here I want to read: that I am proud to serve in a community of hardworking, diverse, and passionate citizens. We must continue to push towards progress, but because together our potential is endless. And this is evidence in one of the mere facts that Waterloo is $25.3 million ahead of where we are at this point in 2015. So there's progress, there's opportunities. We are a great city, and it's a great day to be in Waterloo. I am Mayor Quentin Hart, signing out. See you next time on The Heart of the City.